everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brianna, this is Coffee, Books, and Bullet Journals, and it's time to start another reading vlog. Alright guys, so it is Monday afternoon. It is the first full week of the N.E.W.T, so it is August 5th, and I'm in the middle of 3 books. So I actually just kind of talked about this on my last vlog, which if you have not watched, I will link up in the cards up above. But yeah, I'm working on 3 books right now. So 2 of them are on audio, so I am listening to The Diviners by Libba Bure with Chelsea and Melanie and Madeline and Jane. I don't know why I couldn't think of their names. So it's a big group read along here. There's going to be a live show next week, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, this is a paranormal 1920s murder mystery. I feel like this transcends all genres, and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm liking it. It's darker than I thought it was, but also pretty intriguing. There are a lot of characters to try to keep straight, which is the only thing that I'm having problems with, and I think part of that is because of the audiobook, but I just do not have time to physically read a 500-page book. And then the second audiobook that I am listening to is Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I'm actually buddy reading this with Bex from Bex and Books, and I wanted to listen to the audiobook simply because the audiobook for Illuminae, or the entire Illuminae files, is really good, and Aurora Rising is the same. I'm really, really excited to continue on. It's funny because it's a lot of the same character, or the same cast as the Illuminae. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. It's about a ragtag team of people trying to save the world, essentially. So far, so Ari, who Aurora is a human that was saved from the fold, which is basically if you think of 2 ends of the galaxy being folded together, and so that way you can get to the other corner really fast. That's what the fold is. And so she was in the fold for 200 years. And was the only survivor on the ship, and so basically she wakes up from cryostasis 200 years in the future to this team, and basically they're all trying to save her, and it's pretty cool. I like it. Wiping away civilizations and all that fun government stuff. And then I'm reading Let's Call It a Doomsday by Katie Henry. I will talk more about this once I finish it, because I'm about halfway done with it, and I definitely have some feelings specifically regarding the LDS faith and how it's represented. But like I said, I talked a lot about it in the conclusion of my last vlog. So like I said, if you want to check that out and see what my thoughts are so far, go ahead and do that. But I'll talk about more once I finish it. So, but anyways, I'm about halfway through. I would really like to finish this tonight because it does come out, I think, tomorrow. If I have my dates correct, this comes out tomorrow. So I kind of would like to finish it. So anyways, those are the 3 books that I'm reading right now. I need to film my July wrap-up, which is so much fun to do. It's literally my least favorite video to film. Either that or Plan With Me. It's just because the Plan With Me usually just take a really long time. The wrap-ups, I feel like I have to be on as far as my mental, and I'm not right now, so. But I was supposed to do it this weekend, and I took too long at IKEA. So anyways, that's all I have for you right now, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday. It is early-ish. I've been at work since about 7:15 this morning. It's at 9 now. So anyways, I just wanted to come in here and give you guys an update. I finished Let's Call It a Doomsday last night, and I gave it 3 stars. It was okay. It was fine. It wasn't what I was expecting. For some reason, I had it in my head that it was post-apocalyptic, dystopian. I don't know why I thought that. It was very much a YA contemporary. I talked a little bit about this on Monday. I did really like the mental health and how therapy was used as a positive reinforcement, and I really liked that. It was just that the characters kind of were a little bit I don't really know how to explain this, but they just kind of grated on your nerves a little bit, and they were just like, a little frustrating. So, yeah. And I didn't necessarily I don't know. It was just, I didn't love the characters. I couldn't get on board with them. I did really like the love interest. He was kind of cute. He was a sweetheart. So yeah. So, as much as I want to start God's Grave, because let's be honest, I really want to start God's Grave, I need to probably prioritize the books that are on my actual professor track. So I'm actually going to be starting Dark Matter by Blake Crouch, which is the acceptable prompt for Defense Against the Dark Arts. So as of right now, I have completed Charms, all 3 of them. The Diviners, which is the acceptable for potions, is what I'm getting through right now. I'm hoping to finish that probably by Friday. And then I'm also in the middle of Aurora Rising, which is acceptable for herbology. So lots of stuff going on. So anyways, I will talk to you later. Bye! Hello everybody and happy Thursday. It is Thursday evening. I got home from work and changed and, got into comfy clothes and the like. So I have some updates for you. I did not finish the Diviners like I needed to today if I wanted to stay up with the read along, but they moved the live show to next weekend, so I'm not too worried about it. Plus I have a crap ton of driving tomorrow. I have to leave my house at 6 o'clock in the morning to get somewhere at 8. So that's cool. My camera is definitely crooked right now, so that's a thing. I don't even care. Last night, between the time that I talked to you last and today, when I was at PT yesterday, I read volume 1 of Fence by C.S. Pacat, I think is how you say her name. And my heart, by far easy favorite graphic novel of the year so far is that series. And volume 3 comes out sometime this month, which is awesome. So I finished volume 1 last night when I got home, after I got done with PT. And then this morning I woke up don't you hate it when you wake up just early enough? Your alarm goes off in 45 minutes and you can't go back to sleep. Don't you hate it when that happens? So yeah, that's what happened today. So instead of getting up and, doing things, I read volume 2 of Fence. It was amazing. I cannot wait till the 3rd one. The 2nd one is completely fencing. It's all about the fencing tournament and trying to get on the team. But, and I know everyone loves Nicholas and Sejage. Is that how you say his name? I don't really know. But I am a hard Harvard and Aiden ship. I love them. I love them so much. And I also think that it would be very easy to make Aiden the bad guy or the bully of the school. I think it would have been easy to go in that direction. And the fact that she didn't is really cool. And I like that. So 5 out of 5 stars, obviously, for both volumes. Those were acceptable and exceeds expectations for Transfiguration. So there's that. And then on the way home today, I finished Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and I ended up giving this 4.5 stars. I really liked it. I think that you have to be really careful not to compare this to Illuminate. It is not Illuminate. It is very, very different. The one thing, the only criticism I had, and which is the same thing I had with Obsidio, there's just a lot of people, and it was hard to keep them straight at times. Also, I loved Finnegan, but he's the same character, or the same actor as Aiden, which I think was really funny, in Illuminate. So it's easy to compare the two, or the 2 books, or the 2 series, because they're using the same actors on the audiobooks. So there's that. But anyways, I really, really liked this. It is not what the blurb says. It says Tyler's squad of losers, discipline cases, and misfits might just be the last hope for the entire galaxy. Nobody panic. And so I felt this was going to be they were going to be the only people left on the planet. But actually they're running from the government because they aren't going to hand over Aurora. I thought it was really good, though. I mean, even though it wasn't what the blurb said, it was still really good. So, finished that. 4.5 stars. that is my acceptable for Care of Magical Creatures. So I'm doing really, really well. I'm up to 6. I kind of mapped it out, and I do need to finish like 6 books a week on average. And so for this week, I finished 4. I finished Let's Call It a Doomsday, which I've already talked about. I finished Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Fence, and now Aurora Rising. So my physical book that I am reading right now is Dark Matter. This is just the Dust Jacket by Blake Crouch. This is my acceptable for Defense Against the Dark Arts. And I don't know what I thought it was going into it. I thought it was kind of a science fiction alternate universe kind of thing. Right now it's reading more of a thriller. Like he got kidnapped, and then now we're just now finding out like that he's not really, like, he has no idea what's going on and what's happening to him. But I read it in bed last night. I was reading it in bed before I went to bed, and like what I normally do is I take a melatonin and then I get in bed and I read. And for the past like week or so when I've been doing that, I've been able to basically get like 20 pages in, and then like I'm out. I read 52 pages of this book last night. So, yeah. They're really long chapters, which I don't tend to love because I don't feel like I get through as much, because with the short chapters, I'm like, oh, I'll just read one more chapter, and it's 3 pages. Oh, the next chapter is just 2 pages. I'll just keep going. Oh, the next chapter is 5 pages. I'll just keep going. So I feel like I read more when it's a shorter chapters, because like I'm on chapter 3, and it's page 52. So there's that. But it's really good, and it's going so fast, and I'm into it. So there's that. The rest of the week, my plans are, I don't even know at this point. I do want to finish The Diviners tomorrow. I can't remember how much left I have on the audiobook. I do need to check that. It's a bit. But like I said, I'm hoping to get quite a bit of it done tomorrow. I worked a really long day today, and I'm working a really long day tomorrow. Because, like, I think I may have talked about this. I had a training originally scheduled for Saturday morning, and then they canceled it. But I had, like, kind of planned a day around that training, and I was also going to be just basically working throughout the day. And now that the training is not happening, I am trying to, like, fit the rest of what I had planned for Saturday into today and tomorrow. So it's been a couple of really long days. But, like, it'll pay off if I don't have to do anything on Saturday other than take my car in, because some stupid construction truck threw a rock through my windshield, so that's fun. Anyways, so that's gonna happen Saturday, and I'm gonna get my hair done because the roots are bad, y'all. I mean, look at that. Like, yeah. That happens really bad, and then I also want to cut it a little bit because it's getting a little too long. So, anyways, that's the plan. I don't know what audiobook I will pick up next. So I may end up switching a couple of prompts. And I'll tell you why in just a second. Okay, so the acceptable prompt for herbology was just to listen to an audiobook. It didn't have to be anything specific. So my plan was originally to read A Million Junes, which I still want to read, but also I want to participate in Melanie and Amy's book club this month, and their book is The Right Swipe, and I can't remember the name of the author, but I'll put the cover right there. And I think that's next week, and the audiobook for it is on Hoopla, so I may switch it out so that way I'm not listening to like a book that doesn't match a prompt, because I'm reading way too many books for that. Anyways, I've already been talking for 9 minutes, but before I go, I need to put this up somewhere. My shelves are an absolute disaster. But Book of the Month came in, and I'm going to open it for you guys. I've talked about Book of the Month a lot, and I'm a huge fan of it, but my goodness, this is a big one this month. I absolutely love Book of the Month, and if you're interested in it, unfortunately I think it's only US at this point, which sucks. But if you're interested in it, there's going to be a code down below, both for the regular one, which I don't make any money off of. I just get, if you use my code, I get a free book. And then the YA one, which if you use that one and want a YA book subscription, then that actually helps the channel out. And I get like a commission from there. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I got 3 books this month. Because they give you a free book for your birthday, and my birthday is in a couple of weeks, if you didn't know. So I got a free book, and then I had a credit, so my box was, other than like the monthly one that you like pay the $15 for, my box was free. So this is the bookmark. They don't do the, this is the second one in a row, maybe even third one in a row, where there's no quotes. It just says to be continued, which is cool, but I liked the quotes. I feel so like manic today. Not like, I don't know, maybe I've just had too much coffee. I feel like I'm talking faster than usual. Okay, so I got 2 books from this month, and then a YA book that I kind of had my eyes on. And so the ones I got for this month were Well Met by Jen DeLuca. And this one actually doesn't come out till September, so I was really excited that it was in this month because like I've been wanting to get my hands on it. And this may also show up in my August TBR as well. Because it'll match perfectly for the catch-up-a-thon, because it's my favorite color. It's mint green. Like, the only other mint green book I own is Fangirl, and I don't want to read that. And then I also got The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. I have a mixed relationship with Ruth Ware. I did not really like the Woman Cabin 10. What else have I read? I haven't read In a Dark, Dark Wood, but I loved The Death of Mrs. Westaway that I read last year, and I really, really loved it. And then I watched was it The Reading Rush? Or was it a 3 thriller? I don't remember. Books and Lala just posted a vlog where she read The Turn of the Key and said it was her favorite thriller of the year. So, like, for her to say that means it's a good one. Those are the 2 that I got from this month. And then this was the one that I also picked up. I've got The Opposite of Always by Justin A. Reynolds. I think this is a debut, if I remember correctly, but it is a YA, kind of like magical realism. Okay, so it is a debut novel, and it kind of has like a Groundhog Day kind of vibe to it, where he meets this girl, and then they fall in love, and then, or like start to fall in love, and then she dies. Then like he gets flung back to when they first meet, and has to kind of relive it. So I don't know, it sounded like an interesting premise, and it's really pretty and cute, and I know it has mixed reviews, but I, have high hopes for it. And yeah, anyways, that's all I have for you right now because I've been talking for a long time. And yeah, I will talk to you later. Bye. A new light in here, so the lighting looks a lot different. Anyways, it is Saturday night. It's like at 10:30 at night, something like that, and I just got out of the bath, and I've been reading Is There Still Sex in the City by Candace Bushnell. She wrote Sex in the City. And I'm at like 73%, so I should finish it tonight. It's not what I thought it was gonna be. I mean, I didn't really have very many like expectations for it in the first place, but it is a nonfiction. It's kind of just like a memoir of like the last 10 years of her life post-divorce and stuff like that. It's funny, so there's that. It's a very easy read. Anyways, so tonight is actually, or today has been the magical all-nighter, and I've done mostly, that's all I've done is read today. So, because I've read the entire like all but like 10% of Is There Still Sex in the City today, and then I've also read probably 60 or 70 pages of Dark Matter. So I have done quite a bit of reading today. The only thing I had to do today was go get my car washed and then go get my windshield fixed. So that's all I did. Tomorrow I do have to film a lot, but I am like, the magical readathon for my time zone ends at 5 a.m. So I'm gonna see how long I can stay up. I don't know if I'll be able to stay up all the way till 5, but I'm gonna see how long I can stay up and see if I can finish this book, which Kindle says I should only have an hour left of that, and then see if I can also finish Dark Matter, because then tomorrow I can start God's Grave, which would be cool. So anyways, that's all I have for you. That's my check-in, and I will talk to you later.
Okay, so it's much later because I started playing on my phone and doing stuff like that. So it's a lot later, and I did finish Is There Still Sex in the City? And I mean, I'll still have to like put it into the computer, but like I think it's probably gonna be like a 3 or a 3.5 star. And like I said, it was good. There was not really a plot to it. It was just more like short stories about women in their 50s meeting, like, after, post-divorce. That's all I've got for you. I'm like falling asleep, so I don't know what to do now. I may pick up Dark Matter, but I'm also really tired, so I may not actually read all night. May not happen. So anyways, I just thought I would update you guys on that this was not a bad book, but not a great book. I'm gonna probably have a lot of those this month.
Alright guys, so it is Sunday, and I am going to go ahead and wrap the vlog up here. Mostly because if I don't, then I won't do it tonight, and then I won't be able to get this video up until tomorrow, and like, once in my life, I'm gonna get this thing up on time. So, I have finished quite a few books. I'm not gonna go into detail about them too much, but let's see if I can even remember them. Okay, so I finished, the first thing, this may not be in order, let's be honest. I finished Let's Call It a Doomsday by Katie Henry. I gave this 3 stars. I liked the mental health rep in it, but it wasn't like a huge favorite. It was a YA contemporary, let's be honest. It wasn't bad though. Definitely will be picking up Heretics Anonymous from her as well. Then I finished Fence Volume 1 and Volume 2. This was a graphic novel series that was amazing. Let's just put it that way. My favorite graphic novel to date. I loved it. I think Volume 3 comes out on August 20th, so may or may not be also adding that to a TBR at some point. Let's Call It a Doomsday was the prompt for Outstanding for the Charms. So I finished all 3 of her Charms. And then Fence Volume 1 was Transfiguration for Acceptable, and Volume 2 was Transfiguration for Exceeds Expectations. Then I finished Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. This was the prompt for Care of Magical Creatures for Acceptable. I buddy read this with Bex from Bex and Books, and I really, really liked it. She gave it 5 stars. I gave it 4.5 stars. But overall, very, very good. I loved it. It was hard to compare it to, or hard not to compare it to Illuminae, especially doing the audiobook, but overall, very much enjoyed it. And then the last thing I finished, which I finished last night, was Is There Still Sex in the City by Candace Bushnell. And I gave this 3 stars. This was a contemporary nonfiction. Like, it read like a contemporary novel, but it was nonfiction. So I'm kind of giving it, I don't know what it is. We're calling it nonfiction. So those are the books that I finished. I'm kind of hoping I will finish Dark Matter tonight, but I don't foresee that happening. Regardless, I will talk about it tomorrow in next week's vlog, so stay tuned for that. And then the other one that I am in the middle of is The Diviners by Libba Bray. I'm finishing the audiobook of this right now, and I was really, really hoping to get it done with this weekend, but I just didn't do as much reading as, or audiobook listening as I had planned. But I am doing a 45-minute drive there and back tomorrow, so I should have a little bit of listening time, I guess. So, the reason why I'm going and doing this now is because I'm not sure how much reading I'm going to get done tonight, because my birthday present came. I splurged and did this, bought this for myself, and I got the new iPad, which I love. Funny story, I thought I got the iPad mini, which I was going back and forth between wanting the iPad mini or the iPad regular, because with the regular one, I'll be able to do digital bullet journaling, which I kind of want to implement on this channel if, I can learn how to do it. I don't have an Apple Pen right now, and they're $100, so that's probably not that's a near future distant future. I don't know. It's going to happen in the future. But right now, not happening. So I've been setting this up for the past couple of hours and getting it all synced up and getting my Kindle and everything on there. So basically what I'm going to be doing is using that as my Kindle instead. I thought I got the iPad mini, but somehow when I ordered it, it was the regular size because I did it on Amazon, not on Apple. So yep, that's me as a dummy, whatever. So I have to get a new case for it because I got the mini case. Yeah, this is what happens when you order things prior to coffee. Anyways, so next week, I'm just going to give you guys a sneak peek of what I want to accomplish next week. If I finish Dark Matter tonight, then that'll give me basically a clean slate for the next week other than the audiobook. So then my next book will be God's Grave by J. Kristoff because I'm going to binge read this and then Dark Dawn. That's my plan for next week. Because going in the following week will be Thriller-a-thon and then Catch-up-a-thon. And yeah, I'm behind. But you know, that's okay. So those two will be the main books I read. I'll pick up another audiobook. I think probably Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. And then probably read the other two graphic novels that I have, Mooncakes and The Prince and the Dressmaker. Or I think I also have Memento in there somewhere that could also needs to kind of happen. So the shorter books, I'm kind of trying to intersperse and do like maybe 2 to 3 of them in each week. So that way I kind of also still have, some actual content. Let's like bigger books that I'm reading as well. If that makes sense. But I only have Memento, Prince and the Dressmaker, Doctor Who, and Mooncakes left on my TBR as far as like the shorter books. I also have Filthy Gods, which is like a 119-page novella. That is all I have for you today and this week. Thank you for sticking with me and through the pain of the N.E.W.T. There you go. I'm having a lot of fun, but it's a lot. If you are new here and you have not yet subscribed, there's a little red button that you can do so down below the video, and all of the links to my other social medias will be in the description below if you'd like to be my friend on any other platform. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. What makes this heart beat faster?